Hello and welcome to another episode of Driving the Classics. This is David Mayfield, and as promised in my last video, we are here in New Braunfels, Texas at Gateway Classic Cars at their grand opening. They're just opening up, so they have a car show today. They've got bands, they've got food trucks, and we're going to go look inside and look at their showroom and see what beautiful cars they had. We're going to talk to owners, we're going to talk to the sales manager here at Gateway Classic Cars to tell us a little bit about their business here. So come along, let's go see what beautiful cars these owners brought to us today. Let's go in and see what beautiful cars they have on the showroom floor. We walk in. Oh, gorgeous. Very nice showroom in here. We got a number of different vehicles on the floor. Nice little waiting area. Awesome Mustang Shelby Cobra. GT 500. Beautiful. What do they got on this? Oh, yeah, that's a little bit out of my range. Let's go over here. Nice little Ford 3-window, almost the same price as the Mustang. Got the sales floor over there. Let's walk in. We got a lot of people here today. Very nice. Got some tables. A lot of cars. Well, let's go see what they got. All right, let's start over here. Oh, this is very nice. This is sold. Got a 57 Bel Air two-door wagon. And so it looks like these are two are sold. We got a Rolls Royce over here. Awesome. You don't see these very often around here. But that's also sold. Start on the truck side here. We're just going to walk down. Not going to name anything because it'll take us forever. But here's actually a nice one. This is one my son would like. 91 F-250 diesel. Very nice. They got it nice and organized down here. Some of these I had on my promo, if you saw that on my last couple of videos. This is one I didn't see which I love, the Wagoneers. This is the Grand Wagoneer. Unfortunately, I can't get too far back because I've got other cars that are kind of impeding my path, but let's look at this. This is a 1985 Grand Wagoneer, 46,000. Here we have a 2005 Jaguar XK8. So they do have some newer vehicles. Now you look at this Mini and you're like, oh, that's old. That's back in the 60s. That's awesome. I mean, that's good shape for being that old. But if you look, that's a 96 anniversary edition. 34,000. That is pretty awesome though. It's right-hand drive. Beautiful racer green, I would think. I'm not sure, but it's still got the British plates on it. Come look at the driver's side over there. Very cool. Little bitty wheels. That's why they call it a Mini. It's nothing like the Minis today. The Minis today are not really Minis, in my own opinion. All right, now here we have a 1989 Chrysler TC. Now this was a collaboration between Chrysler and Maserati. As you can see down here, you do have the Maserati emblem with the Chrysler Pentagon. But this was actually a Chrysler LeBaron, but they made this special edition. Look in here, very nice leather. And they put the portal window on the back that has the Maserati emblem on it. But this was basically a Chrysler LeBaron. Badged by Maserati. Now this is one that I particularly love. If you watched any of my other videos, you know that I love Studebakers. I love Oldsmobiles. But this one right here is probably my dream car. This is a 57 Studebaker Golden Hawk. We'll look around. I love these fins with that gold accent. I love the back end, how it looks tufted. It almost looks like it's part of the interior. Dual exhaust. These little touches are very nice, just the little accents. We'll come back around. Looks like there was a mirror there. Back to the front. Very unique styling on these. 56, 57s were like this. Let's look at the interior. Very nice, very small dash. Some of these did not have much of a dash if you compare to the cars today. Very interesting interior, which looks like would be the original, because it probably does need some upgrading on it. Armrest in the back. Very nice headliners in very good shape. Nice wheel. Oh, got the brushed aluminum dash panel. Let's look at the info sheet. 1957 Studebaker Golden Hawk, $289. It's only got 88,000 miles, $53,000. Really not a bad price. Really not. Moving right along, here we have a 1976 Lincoln Town Car. Coupe, 2-door. I could not fit this one in my garage today because I think we gotta walk about a mile back before we see the full length of it. Let's look inside. The big, massive interior, very nice dash, very nice interior, very, very clean. No cracks in the upholstery. Let's back up here so we can see it. Let's walk around. You got the Lincoln emblem back there that moves to reveal your trunk keyhole. Now, the paint's not perfect on it. If you look here, there's some rubs here. Got some missing paint. So they've got cars here that are not, you know, they're drivable. They're daily driver quality. They're not show quality. This one is not. You have the little opera windows with the opera lights on it. It's a very nice touch. And again, you got to back way up to get the full picture of these things. We'll go in here. Let's look at what they're running this for. 76 Lincoln Town Car, 15,500. It's only got 24,120 miles, so that's a very low mile car. Like I said, they do have more up to date, not just classics. Here they have a 1988 Cadillac Brougham, 17.5. Well, it's got the velour interior in it. Very nice. Right here, we have an 84 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Front wheel drive. Now, I showed this in my promo and on a couple of my TikTok videos. This is 1976 Oldsmobile 98. And I have somewhat of an attachment to this one. It's only got 54,934 miles. I do have an attachment to this model because this is what my grandmother had when I was, you know, between 5 years old and, you know, 10 years old. She drove this around. This is what we drove around in. Just one of the many Oldsmobiles that were in my family. Very nice interior. I mean, it's worn. It's not perfect. The top is very clean. Now, I will notice there is some trim missing around here. There was a silver trim like this around here. Very distinctive taillights, Oldsmobile 98. And again, for some reason on Oldsmobiles, this trim piece always went missing. It just wasn't owned very well. As you can see, there are some tears in the seats. But again, this is daily driver quality. We're just going to walk through here to see some of the things. You got a 1957 Cadillac DeVille. And again, not perfect, but this is daily driver. This is something if you want to buy to really put your personality onto it. We got an Oldsmobile 88. I'm going to talk to a gentleman a little bit later who's brought one of these, a Super 88, and I'm going to talk to him about his car and what he's done with it. Again, Studebakers, Oldsmobiles, I just love them. at that clock on the interior. That is really awesome. Now it looks like the interior, the upholstery's been upgraded, which is fine, which is good. Matches the headliner dash. But they've got all levels here. They've got all levels. Here we have a 93 Viper. Go down, you got Firebird, IROC Z, Camaro, Z28. Very nice. Here we have Corvette row. We're just going to walk down here and see the different years, models that they have. And again, if you want to see anything that Great Gateway has in stock and in their inventory, their website will be on the link below. Now we're getting into Camaros. Got 69, 69, 68, the rally stripe. All right, and one of the main causes that Gateway Classic is really helping out here is the Humane Society of New Braunfels area. And this is Gabe. And Gabe, tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
Yeah, thanks to Gateway Classic Cars, they're helping us out raise funds to help us help animals here in our county. We are with the Humane Society of New Braunfels, and we're pretty much the only intake facility in Comal County. So that means any stray animals picked up by New Braunfels, Comal County, they get brought to us. And as you can imagine, Comal County is a pretty big county, so it does take a lot of funds and donations from help from our community to help these guys get spayed, neutered, vaccinated, all the good stuff, microchipped, and help them find their homes.
All right. Okay, I know it's a great cause. I love animals, and we've got a couple, three down here. Oh, hey, there he is. How you doing? Okay, I appreciate you talking to us today. And
yes,
for any information on the Humane Society of New Braunfels, I'm going to put a link down in the comments, and go there and help them out. So thank you so much.
Sir. Thank you.
Well, this is Jeremy Witten, and that is his beautiful car right there with the rat pink blowers on it. Tell us a little bit about what you got there.
We got a 1939 Chevrolet Coupe, Cabriolet with a removable fiberglass hardtop. I got a big 502 big block Chevy in there, and with blown supercharged with a 671 on there. And it got a little wheelie bar on the back, but I've never hit the wheelie bar. It's a little too much power for me, but a lot of fun to drive.
Okay. How long have you had it?
About 2.5 years.
And what made you get this one? What was it about this car?
Well, I'm definitely a car enthusiast, so I've been going around and buying and reselling and trading and just experiencing different experiences. But this is definitely by far the top of the line I've had as far as power goes.
Well, very good. Well, we're going to take a look at it, and appreciate you bringing it out today, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up.
Sunshine, That's true, better than the wind. People don't mind. We force every way tonight. You get sunshine. You bring me.
Rally model. This is Chuck, and this is his 1972 Challenger. Tell us a little bit about what you have here.
Well, this car right here, as you see, okay, first off, I want to let everyone know this is not what this car looked like when I got it. I got this car approximately 10 years ago. My uncle, make a long story kind of a little bit longer, he's a GM guy, and he knows I like Mopars. So I've always wanted a car like this. So he told me, hey, come and visit me. So there's a place called Gibsonia, Pennsylvania, in which a guy named Mr. John Borgen, who's just passed away not too long ago, he basically restores all kinds of Mopars. And so they had one for me. It was this car right here. It was a horrible paint job, a sublime green color, whatever. The top was all ripped up. The metal was all rusted, but it ran. So I got the car, and then I brought it back here to Texas and fixed it up. And then I joined the San Antonio Muscle Mopar Club. And then I was able to meet people there. And they said, hey, Chuck, you should fix up this car, because really, if you were to see the car back then, you would have really giggled. It ran really well. It just had, it was originally from Hamtramck, Detroit, Michigan, and stayed in Pennsylvania. Well, that's like the Rust Belt of America. So it was half the car, more than half of it was just rust. It needed a lot of work. So I got the original OEM metal put back on again, just started to restore it. I got rid of the 360 engine on it. I got a 340 block, turned it into a stroker. I want to let everyone who's watching this that I didn't do all this work myself. I had some help from good friends on this, okay? And originally it was tuxedo black. If you look at the numbers right here on the vehicle, you'll see that it was originally, it comes from Hamtramck, Michigan, all right, 72, and you'll see by the numbers there right there for all you people that are really into this. You see there's the number code right there for tuxedo black. So I decided to make it the original color. Okay. So I tried to salvage as much of the parts I possibly could on it. Like, for example, the bumpers. The bumpers are original on this car. They're re-chromed by G&G Chrome from Jeanette, Pennsylvania. That man's no longer with us either. So there's a lot of emotional attachment. People that put this in aren't even alive anymore. Like my friend John Morgan, he died about a few months ago, so he didn't really get to see the car completely done. But his son knows what it looks like and everything like that. So anyways, I've modified the engine. I've gotten help on it. As you can see, you get a close-up look to it right here. You got a Torque Storm supercharger on it, blower on it. It's a stroker motor, okay? And it puts out approximately a little over 500 horsepower. As you can see, it looks like it's carbureted, but it's not. It's fuel injected. I've never had a fuel injected motor before. Decided to do that. This car originally came with air conditioning, all right? But I didn't want to put the original Mopar RV2 compressor on it because it's not that great. So you see it's vintage air. If you go to the driver's side, you see it's vintage air, which, I mean, like snowflakes come out of this thing. When you look at the interior, the seats are original, okay? But everything else is all brand new, like the door panels, the dashboard. Those are the original Rally dash cages right there. You can see the speedometer goes 150 miles an hour or whatever. Oh, nice. But like the headliner's not original. The scoop here, tell you what, this is original. The deck lid's original. All the rest of this metal is all new, all totally brand new. Here's the other bumper that the guy went and did for me. This is original. This is original. It's got a 727 torque flight in it that's been modified. All right. It's got gear benders, so it has an average. This is originally a 3-speed. Now it's got an overdrive to it, so it's a 4-speed.
Very cool. Thank you. Very, very nice. Yeah, you just don't. Here we have Bill Morgan. He brought his beautiful 1955 Oldsmobile Super 88. Appreciate you bringing that out here today, Bill. You know, myself being an Oldsmobile guy, I always get attracted to these, so tell me about yours.
Like you said, it's a 1955 Oldsmobile 88. I've had it for about a year and a half. I've done a little bit of work to it, put a sound system, security system in it. It's got a 383 stroker. I'm going to have it completely painted next year, and it's just one I keep, and I drive it every day. And I love Gateway because they're starting something new here where we can get more cars. I'm a member of the New Braunfels Classic Car Club. We have about 50 cars in that particular club. We love being out here. We love supporting the charities, and we love supporting the community.
Okay. Well, do you have a history of owning Oldsmobiles, or what was it about this?
Actually, I traded a 1950 Chevrolet style line for this one. I found this in East Texas, and I've always wanted one. My dad owned one, so it was kind of like, you know, nostalgia. So I just went and traded with the guy, and it's been a pleasure so far.
Good deal, Bill. We sure appreciate you bringing it out here. I'm going to take
1965, 1964, 1964 coupe, and 2 wagons. And then we got the Ranchero right there. And we got the 2 wagons over here. Really, really awesome. All there. Awesome.
We got down Mustang Row here. Honestly, I would not mind having one of these. The 2001 Cobra. They want 22 for it. I did have the Mustang New Edge back in the day, and these would be just fun to have. The hot rods. '50 Ford Custom. A 1962 Ford Thunderbird. A little bit different from my 65. Let's go look at it here. This is
Blue on the fender, that was me.
I love that.
and I love the tail lights on these. Like jets. Here we have a 1959 Ford Thunderbird convertible. Very pink. Very, very pink. The dice on the rear view. Got the Continental kit, so the lights are a little bit different than that one. Then you got this one. These are nice. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. Ford tried. They really did. There wasn't much special about those, but you know, that's when retro was coming out. They were trying to Ford was trying to bring back a little nostalgia. Chevrolet was doing the exact same thing. So they had the hints, and it was a good attempt. Here we have a 2004 Mercury Marauder. This is not bad. It's got a little custom, like the hood vent. The hood scoop is not stock. I like the color, but I do like them in black as they came. we have some of the vendors that have shown up today. We'll put their websites on there. There's Diamondback Detailing here in San Antonio area. The number's there. All right. Got O'Reilly's here. Got Buff's Detailing Supply. Nice utility truck they have. K1 Speed at the go-karts. They have one of those location in San Antonio. Renal Auto. Car Transportation. Got some Ranchero. How you doing? A little warm, a little warm. Y'all with Samson. Tell us a little bit about your business. This is my...
Well, we build complete cars. We do frame off restoration. We can do anything from metal work to paint and body work, mechanical work. We just moved into our new shop, off
Awesome.
35. We've been in business 10 years. My husband started when he was 20, so
Good deal. Good deal.
got a good group of guys doing really good work.
I was looking at that. I've been around here for a while, and I remember I didn't know y'all moved, so that's
Just moved August 1st.
Okay.
And so we're still setting up and everything. We're hoping to have an open house October, November. So
Okay.
keep an eye out for that. Come check us out.
October. Okay, that'd be great.
Sure.
Okay. We got RMS Restorations here. R Motorsports. Nice little Grand National back there. Let's go look at their Grand National. Very nice original looking interior with the embroidered emblems. All right, here we have Duke Montrose, who is the lead sales showroom manager here in Gateway Classic Cars, San Antonio, Austin, here in New Braunfels, Texas. I appreciate you inviting us out here today. It was such a great time to be able to film all the classic cars in the showroom. It was really a good time. So I know you're new here. This is your grand opening. So tell us a little bit about the business and what your plans are here.
Yeah, this again, my name is Duke. I'm the showroom manager here. I come out of the Houston showroom. This was actually our 19th opening. About a week after we opened this one, we opened number 20 in Charlotte, and we're already broken ground in Tulsa, which will be number 21. So Gateway started back in 1999 in East St. Louis. It actually started in an old warehouse selling antiques, and somebody brought Sal Agbani is our owner, brought him in an old Model A to sell, and it just kind of snowballed from there into what you see today. So we're real excited to be in this area. I've been marketing and working this area out of the Houston showroom for a number of years. So it only made sense for us to come out and open our third Texas showroom, because we have one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we have one in Houston, and now we have this one here in New Braunfels. So the turnout today, as you can see, I mean, we literally have had thousands upon thousands of people here, hundreds and hundreds of vehicles. The showroom itself was kind of delayed. We had a lot of regular customers that stuck with us and actually waited for us to get open to bring us their vehicles to sell. The Gateway process is real simple. We're the world's largest consignment dealer, whether it be classics, muscle cars. We do 4x4s, custom trucks, exotics, anything that is collectible and marketable. We've got a marketing team of about 10 individuals. So everything that Gateway does really is first class. I come out of commercial lending, commercial real estate background. We've got a gentleman here that has got a degree from the University of Miami, speaks 4 languages, to a regional medical equipment sales director who traveled the world, and we're all car people at heart. So basically, Gateway is a marketing and sales company run by car people. We all have an enthusiasm and a passion. A lot of us have classics. Some of us have muscle. So it's a really good vibe. It's a great company to work for. There's a lot of growth potential in this company. And the good thing about it is we don't charge the sellers anything. We take 0% commission. We take $0. Okay, and we're looking at probably, I think our marketing budget is about $250,000 a month. Okay, so everything we do is top notch, it's first class, and we've got buyers all over the world. I personally, out of the Houston showroom, the last half of last year sent cars to 7 different countries, I think it was. Yeah, so financing, we can help facilitate that, all the top lenders, transport, export, we do it all. So,
well, I know there's a lot of classic cars over here that are going overseas. What percentage are you seeing of that?
It's actually grown a lot in the last couple of years. The Middle Eastern buyers have always been there. Lately, we've been sending a lot of vehicles to both Australia and New Zealand. We had one company, a mining company in Australia last year, bought 38 vehicles from us. Okay, and that was one single buyer. I personally, I've sent cars to Japan, I've sent cars to France. The Canadians, up until recently, were buying quite a few. So we ship them all over the country and all over the world.
Well, one of the goals of my website, of my YouTube channel, is to kind of spark the interest of the younger generation, because I know that's a question that a lot of people have when dealing with classic cars, and will that continue on throughout the generations? And in fact, one of the gentlemen out there who brought one of his cars was asking that exact question. Or somebody 15 years old, 20 years old right now are going to be interested in the 1957 Chevy Bel Air, later down the road. So what are you seeing with that generation?
Well, if you look around the number of youngsters that are here now, and just the smiles on their faces when they walk out into the showroom and they see cars that basically are our adult version of Hot Wheels, they just light up. And it's really good to see. I grew up, my father always had classic cars. My mother had classic cars. My uncles had the old muscle cars and such. So to continue that on, is a really, really big deal. Eric Love right here, we've known each other 40 plus years.
Nice to see you.
Eric's family has a tradition of the young gentleman in the family buying Corvettes, and that just got passed on to his son. Yeah, so his son just actually bought a super nice LT4.
What year was it?
96. Yeah. Very clean, everything worked on it. It was a beautiful car.
So as far as that carrying on the tradition, I think as long as us as gentlemen and as fathers, bring them into the environment, I don't see how they can't. I've got my son is a sophomore at A&M right now. He's like he wants a G-Wagon or he wants a Lambo until he walks in here and sees a really cool 65 Mustang. And he's like, wow. And I was like, yeah, wow. Yeah. So, it's going to keep going, and over time, there's only so many of these cars that were made. So the push for the EV and all this other stuff is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm a huge Formula One fan. Okay, the hybrid technology in those cars is you cannot touch it. But the simple fact is there's nothing that feels like the rumble that you feel when you get into a hot rod and start that car and you feel it. You can't get that in a Tesla or one of these EV cars. Not knocking those, but this is a whole different breed. So this will never go away.
And that's my hope. That's
Yeah.
with guys that have the passion for this hobby and this lifestyle, it's just you don't want it to go away.
No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. There's too much enthusiasm. You look at what the market is doing right now, especially in some of the larger auction houses. People ask me, do you go to Mecum or do you go to Barrett? I've been to them as a spectator. But from the business side of it, I don't want to take a vehicle to an auction and have to pay them $1,000 to $2,000 to get it in the door, let alone get a transport there, and then pay the money to get it in the door, hope it meets my number, and if it doesn't, have to turn around and have it transported home. Okay. The other part of that is if it does sell, do I really want to give them 10 or 12% of my money after I just gave them $2,000 for the privilege of them letting them run my car across the block? So that is not for everybody. And the numbers that they're reaching on some of these cars that are getting all the advertising on it is just not, it's not sustainable. People have a tendency to get the numbers etched into their brain of a $400,000 Trans Am or $1 million this, but there's a reason why those particular cars bring that number of money. And the truth is, we sell the same amount of cars as Mecum do, and we charge 0%. So that's like the circus coming to town, and we're like the grinders. We're here 6 days a week. Like I said, our sales last year were just a hair under 3,200 vehicles. Okay, so our buyers are here. We just need to keep the enthusiasm out there for the cars that we bring in. We're pretty picky about the cars we consign. So, if we're putting our name on it, even though it's somebody else's car, then we're facilitating the sale. So we need to make sure that we're okay with putting our name on that vehicle.
Absolutely. All right, well, Duke, I sure appreciate it. This is going to be a great addition to the New Braunfels community, and I know it's going to bring a lot of business out of it.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited. My father lived out here for 20 plus years, and as soon as I found out they were opening this, I would not leave the owner alone until he said yes, it's yours. So.
I'd do the same thing. So, Duke, I appreciate you.
Hey, my pleasure.
Thank you for inviting us out.
My pleasure.
Well, if you like what you're seeing, I ask you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you want to get updates every time we post a new video, ring that bell, and you'll get an update in your email every time we post. Just want to let you know we appreciate all our viewers, we appreciate your patronage. Put comments, questions, anything you want in the comment section. Make suggestions. Tell us how you like this channel. Thank you again for watching another episode of Driving the Classics here at Gateway Classic Cars, San Antonio and Austin in New Braunfels, Texas. This was a great turnout, great show, lots of people. My count, we had almost 300 classic cars here, not including what's in the showroom. The website for Gateway Classic Cars will be down in the comments, so go there, visit. If you're ever in the area, come out here and take a look. They've got a great selection of classic cars for sale, and they'll definitely help you buy the car that you are looking for. Thank you for watching Driving the Classics, and as always, drive your passion. See you next time on Driving the Classics.